chase W's.
Now what I do?
Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
It's our field. It's our field.
They'll run here with Mack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second and goal, Brissett trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Flacco. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Throwing here on first down. Flacco. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with third down coming up. We talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have it into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and that'll bring up second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He'll get 3 up to midfield. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame. I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Freeman. He'll rumble for about 6, up across the 20 to the 22.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Flacco looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To pass, Flacco. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Here's Bissett. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
I'm on.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brissett. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Funchess is free. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. the Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Passing play, Flacco, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A first down throw for Brissett. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is.
Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? Completes it to Fant on the right side. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. 2nd tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the 2nd Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hawkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Play action. Flacco. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
1st and 10 here for Flacco. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Emmanuel Sanders. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time, but it'll be 2nd down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
That's a gain of 8. Brings us 3rd and 2.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Again, it's Brissett. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Operating off play action, Flacco. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's Flacco. The completion to Riddick. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Flacco. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
On third down, Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a run with Mack. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They'll run on first down. Mack. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now it's Flacco. Left side here to Sanders. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Flacco. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, four down. Go, Mike, give you one. Hey, let's go.
They're going to look to throw on fourth with Flacco. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Here we go. Rewind. Hurry up.
Back to throw. He finds Riddick complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton in the final minute, and the Broncos have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Brissett. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brissett on 4th down. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Denver, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the